Welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Today's topic will be about people earning money that have a disability. My channel is Mika Broadcast with people with disabilities. How does people with disabilities, autism, Down syndrome, make money in this world? How do we get money when you got people there in a wheelchair? You got people that can walk. But how are we able to make money out here? You got all types of people with disabilities, And I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I don't know how I got started on getting money from Social Security at all. But once I started getting money and realized that you can't make a lot of money, you can only have a certain amount. So that means whoever you live with in your household, who's ever taking care of you, has to put some of that money away. And they want to know everything. When you get your first job, to when you get fired, quit, whatever. They want to know everything. Do we have to pay it back? Most definitely. When they owe us a lot of money, they send you a letter in the mail and says, such and such, you owe us this much money. So we're going to find a way to take it out. And some people don't want to pay it. Me, I want to pay it. So it does not bother me. It doesn't worry me that I'll have to owe this back. I have to owe this back. And sometimes your parents could be on, the paperwork and all that. And it messes with their kids, because they're capable of earning money. They're capable of doing this. Why did they screw me over? If I had somebody like that, I wouldn't screw them over, I'd be like, okay, then, we're going to pay this back. We're going to find a way to pay this back. Some parents are with their kids or a grown adult 24/7. But they ain't never had a job a day in their life. You ain't in their household. You don't understand, what they have to go through. There's a program, let me say it right. It's programs out there to help people with disabilities out there sometimes, to help them get a job. In my exception, do I get nervous? If I say, oh yeah, I want to leave my job to go to another job, most definitely I'll get nervous. I get scared because I can't do the things that I see other people do. Family members, best friends, whoever do in life. I can't do that. Are we capable of getting jobs out here in the world? Yes, we are. Some of us are capable of getting jobs. Are parents scared when their kids have a disability? Yes, because they want their kids to be successful, number one. Number two, to get out here and know they can do it in life. If I had a child like that, I would definitely get scared, to put my child out here in this world and not knowing who's messing with my child or who's messing with the next person's child at all, But they're spoiled and they're this and they're that. No, that is not the case. You go on here on social media and the one thing you see is, why can't they take care of themselves? Why can't they are trying. Their parents, their guardians are trying to take care of them, help them out, teach them things, They get scared of teaching their child how to cook breakfast in the morning, or not able to tie their shoes. This because they're 17, 18, 10 years old and don't know how to tie shoes and don't know how to dress themselves doesn't mean anything. When you look into somebody's eyes or their smile, you're looking at them because they're happy to be able to do this. You know, when you look into a parent, guardian, you don't see they're overwhelmed or they want to go and cry. They try to put a happy face for their kids to be happy in life, to do this kind of thing. So, how did I end up losing my money? You know, SSI always wants to be like, you know, you work now, you can make money. You know, when you ever leave your job, get fired, whatever, come back to us and we'll work something out. You know, there was another situation that happened. I told him no, because there ain't no point of me doing that and you won't give me no money out here. You know, people find ways to still collect the SSI. No, they want to make it to where, oh yeah, you got to be 60, you got to be 70. Somebody could be gone tomorrow. Somebody could be gone today and don't realize about that. About having money at all. You know, how come this person has new Jordans or a new fit on every day? Like I said, you can't worry about who's in the household taking care of that person. Oh, they get to go out to eat, or they get to go to McDonald's, or they get to go on vacation. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. I'm worrying about what I have to go through every day. You know, make sure that I'm good at the end of the day. But, you know, that was my kind of thing in life growing up. You know, thinking like, oh, can I get a job like somebody else? Can I be a truck driver? Can I be a police officer? You know, can I work in a restaurant? Can I count money? And my thing is, I grew up not being in math class, you know, not knowing that kind of stuff at all. To be like, oh yeah, I can go work at Target, I can go work at Walmart, I could be a cashier. But now these days, there ain't no cashier too much. Oh, digital kind of stuff that you, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to here, checkout line. You know, you're taking people's money away. You know, you get people out here that want to help people with disabilities and be like, so they can earn money at the end of the day, so they can get their own place. But that would be a next topic on how we are able to get our own place, how we able to, you know, do this in life. You know, I don't watch people do things on their own, like, you know, walk from here to there, you know, go for a little walk at the end of the day. But, you know, how much money do they got? How are they able to earn money? How are they able to do this at the end of the day? They're able to do a lot in life. You know, you just don't know. You know, that's why parents have to be able to be like, here's a couple of dollars, here's $40. You know, we can go out today. You know, here's $50. You got enough? Kids be always asking, grown adults be asking, mommy, or whoever they live with in the household, can I go get a new game? Let's see how much money you got today. You know, because your check won't come in until this day. But that's all for now about people that have a disability and how they are able to get money from Social Security. You know, next topic will be about something else, about how we're able to get a job and how are we able to live on our own. But I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and tell other people about me and who I am at the end of the day. And I'm signing out.